And near the bottom of the article, we have some interesting information that I'm sure is not relevant to this case of potential child abuse. Theron has been an LGBTQ activist for many years. Wow! I wonder if there is any correlation of her LGBTQ activism and what do you know? My son is actually now a girl. Weird how that works.
What's going on, family? Welcome back to the From the Bottom FS channel, man. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Now, I'm not gonna hold you guys, all right? The more you know, the more you start digging, the darker it gets. Now, we all know Sound of Freedom came out, definitely being blocked on a lot of platforms. People are coming out, speaking out for it, or being canceled, being demonetized, being removed from all platforms. It's getting crazy out here. I'm not gonna hold you guys. The hidden agendas, and also another hidden agenda that you might not know about. So today we're gonna check out JP Reacts. Hollywood stars have a lot of trans kids. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Come on.
Now, some crazy people think Hollywood has a corrupt gender ideology agenda that they're pushing on America. That is completely ludicrous. But just so you know, here is the son of Megan Fox. She has a total of 3 trans kids. The son of Gwen Stefani, the daughter of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, the son of Adele, the son of...
How do you have 3 kids and they're all trans? That is like, what are the chances of that happening are next to 0, you guys. That's unreal. There's got to be some kind of manipulation going on behind the scenes. Let's get back into it.
The daughter of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, the son of Adele, the son of Charlize Theron, and the son of Naomi Watts. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants who run Hollywood, by the way. Shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities. Hello, Hollywood. And highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. All of them have left Hollywood. That's fun. It's come to my awareness that certain Hollywood stars, symbols of what you and I as peasant Americans should strive to be like, have a shockingly high percentage of transgender kids. Interesting. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure there's no brainwashing by their Hollywood parents who are puppets of the establishment trying to get their kids to conform to an agenda that they feel pushed to conform them to. I'm sure that's not going on. This is just a coincidence. I mean, you are either a coincidence theorist or a conspiracy theorist. Please be a coincidence theorist. It's just easier.
So we're starting to see the true agenda here, right? Of Hollywood. They'll put the stars up there. They want you to idolize these people, to look up to these people, damn near to worship these people, and to thinking that these actions are normal. There's nothing wrong with what's going on here. This is perfectly fine. But we all know the truth, and it's starting to get revealed right now. Let's go.
So taking a look at Defying the Odds, Megan Fox, these are her 3 sons, all dressed as girls. That's great. So 3 trans kids, 3 for 3, that's pretty good. I mean, odds are that's relatively impossible, but the reality is, of course, that's exactly what happened. Weird how it doesn't happen to non-Hollywood people. Okay. And then recently in the news, Charlize Theron. I don't know how to say her name, and I also don't care. Charlize Theron reveals daughter 7 is transgender.
And we're starting to see this more and more, right? You'll have the stars adopting these children, right? There's no parents involved, no grandparents involved, so they know if they manipulate these kids, no one's going to come looking. No one's going to be asking any questions. And you see more and more often that these people, these stars, quote unquote, these Hollywood folks have these kids transitioning at a very early age. Let's get back into it.
Which is an adoptive boy. Yes, I thought she was a boy too. Interesting. Wonder why you would think that. The 43-year-old admitted until she looked at me when she was 3 years old, well-developed brain at that age, and said, I am not a boy.
3 years old, you guys. We have to be living in a twilight zone where we have grown adults listening to 3-year-olds tell them who they are at such an early age, right? And now they're conducting permanent surgery, transitioning these kids, not being aware or not even caring of the long-term effects it can have on their body physically and have on their minds mentally. But I digress.
The 43-year-old admitted, until she looked at me when she was 3 years old, well-developed brain at that age, and said, I am not a boy. Cool. Did he tell you anything else? Like, did he tell you Santa Claus is real? Like, it's great that you just believe everything your 3-year-old says. Believe all kids. Don't question them. Mommy, I want to jump in the pool, but you don't know how to swim. Yes, I do. Okay, get in the pool. Let me throw you in the deep end. I want to believe you. I believe everything you say because you are a 3-year-old. Let's get you a tattoo while we're at it.
Facts.
Get the sword out. We're going to really fix this up. So I really affirm your beliefs. And near the bottom of the article, we have some interesting information that I'm sure is not relevant to this case of potential child abuse. Theron has been an LGBTQ activist for many years. Wow! I wonder if there is any correlation of her LGBTQ activism and what do you know? My son is actually now a girl. Weird how that works. I'm sure there's no parental influence there. I'm sure her son just really deep down inside, God made a mistake, put him in the wrong body. But luckily the 3-year-old with his Einsteinian-like mind kind of cut through that equation and realized, no. The truth of the matter is I'm a girl. Let me solve cold fusion while I'm at it.
And let's be clear, God doesn't make mistakes, man. We're living in times where they want to make you lose your confidence and lose your faith in what you believe in. They want you to question your own thoughts and question your own reality so they can then control you and make you believe in what they believe in. It's all a game, but we ain't falling for it. Let's go.
God made a mistake, put him in the wrong body. But luckily the 3-year-old with his Einsteinian-like mind kind of cut through that equation and realized, no. The truth of the matter is I'm a girl. Let me solve cold fusion while I'm at it. So would you consider this to be child abuse? Would you consider, steps that they may or may not take of getting some surgeons on the payroll? Would you consider that to be mutilation? And with this really alarmingly high amount of Hollywood stars, again, look up to them. You should be like them. Look how pretty they are. High amount of Hollywood stars with trans kids and this gender ideology agenda. Does it also make sense why Hollywood is so against the movie that calls out abuses of children? Sound of Freedom. Does it make sense why Hollywood actually owned the rights? Disney owned the rights to Sound of Freedom for 5 years, kept it on the shelf so nobody would see it. We can raise our children better if nobody protects them. Keep Sound of Freedom on the shelf. Hey, put on that dress, son. It looks good on you. Does that feel true? I love you more when you're like this. Does it feel true that you should wear a dress? Because I'm not going to love you as much as if you don't. Oh, it does feel true you should wear a dress. Cool. Well, you're a girl now. All right. Welcome to 1984. We don't have to live there anymore, but Hollywood wants to drive us into the imaginative reality of 1984 because if you're disconnected from the truth, you are incredibly controllable. And I know that control isn't your love language. My guess is freedom is your love language if you're at all like me.
So you guys, as you can see, it's starting to unravel. People are starting to be more aware of what's really going on. With the trafficking, global, multi-billion-dollar business. All right. We already know that Sound of Freedom is still being blocked on several platforms. They don't want you to watch it. They don't want you to see it. A lot of people, like I said before, you guys are coming up, speaking out against it, are coming up, using their platforms to promote the movie, to try to, spread the word of what's really going on in Hollywood, the manipulation, the corruption. And it's up to us to actually, decide what we're going to do. Are we going to continue to believe in their reality, or are we going to wake up? Until next time. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.